attacked by lizards.
Yay! Because somebody walked into the water.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
It was not a good idea. It was not in any way
somebody's.
whatsoever a good idea.
You guys are in here, where the blue is. I hope everyone's on Twiddle.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, more or less looks correct. Oh,
I'm not. Hang on, I don't have the link. Let me grab it.
Yeah, I'll just paste it. Derp. Here. Oh, it's me quoting it.
Thought I saw a man brought to life. He was born, he came around.
Okay,
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just warming up while you were waiting.
So you came down here under the suggestion of Adrian Aaron, who was one of the painters you were investigating, because she thinks Ernwolf, the other one that was in the Noble District, might be linked to Lamont in some way, and she had seen him go into the sewers. So you guys went in.
I mean, she said she did.
Yeah. So she went in to investigate. No. And
Did not go to investigate.
What are you doing?
And
Why are you saying no?
because Sarah was writing on the map.
I was not. He lies.
So yeah, there you are. You're kind of injured from a ninja attack.
Ninja lizards.
Ninja lizards completely owned you guys.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Lizards.
You know, considering that they're dead
Lizard
and we're
power.
not, I'm going to have to say no, they didn't own us.
I remember Rishkadish shoved them in her bag so that she could eat them later.
Rishkadish thinks
A nice meal of barbecued electro lizards.
Rishkadish thinks that potential tastiness is the most important attribute of all.
Tastes like ozone.
Hey, I mean, that electricity gives it a little extra spice.
Just
So-
that little spark it needed.
Yeah. Okay, so you finished up last time by pulling a lever, which opened several of the doors on this floor, and the room right next to where you are has steps leading downward onto another floor. Shut up, Rick.
I managed not to say anything, Rick. I managed not to say this.
I'm an awful person. I don't know what else to say.
You are.
Ruin everyone's fun.
That's right.
And Rishkadish's dinner. That is unforgivable.
Well, on the bright side, it's pretty guaranteed to not have any awful bugs, awful infestations on it.
That's what she looks forward to.
Oh, whoops.
The bugs are the best part.
Infestations taste good.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? There's still two sections of the dungeon on this floor you haven't examined. The upper right and this kind of C shape on the left.
Let's grab them then. I think we were going to pull the lever to change the waterworks so we could go in them without getting drowned.
You know that lever was going to open the doors, but to change the water levels, you needed to interact with the sluice gates, which were where these two circles are. I'm kind of moving one up and down.
Yeah.
Okay, they're over there. One.
All right, those things, yeah.
Yeah,
those
one
things,
on the right controls the right side, and the one on the left controls the left side.
Okay, so Rishkadish thinks we should go back and pull those things, and then go back to the rooms that we didn't do because of the water.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you make it back. There's no problems on the way. There's still plenty of water rushing in all directions, kind of loud. And you see the two, I dropped my dice, you see the two gates you can interact with. The one on the left is already locked, as in the gates are down, and the one on the right, the gates are open. I gotta find my D20, so hold on one second. Okay.
I don't know when he'd ever use a D20 in this game.
Useless.
But they are kind of given the state of our rolls.
Real men roll d12s all the time. That's what I did last session.
I just roll all my dice, and whatever that number is, that's what I use for everything.
Actually, given the way I rolled last session, I bet people wouldn't be surprised if I accidentally rolled my d12 instead.
Okay, so yeah, you see the two gates, or the two levers to interact with the gates. Which would you like to interact with?
The one on the right.
Oh, I'd
Here.
say left.
Jack has strong feelings, so I'll listen to him.
Nightmare logic. Always go through the door on the left.
Okay, so you wanna interact with the gate on the right? Yes. No,
I don't
maybe
actually
so?
have strong feelings, so I guess I'll go with Nightmare Logic.
Okay.
Yay!
So the left gate was already closed. Whoever's gonna turn it needs to do a strength check because it's kind of tight.
That would be the one of us who won't automatically fail a strength check.
In other words, only Rishkadish.
I mean, like, you know, we could try to aid another. It's a DC 10 check in order to give her a +2.
You could totally do that if you're not
Oh, we can do
confident.
that.
I'm confident. I'm confident in her ability.
So should I
I'm
just
pretty
roll for
confident.
strength?
Yeah, just a
I actually failed I rolled an 8, so, you know,
D20 plus strength mod for you.
Okay.
A D8 is such a pretty dice.
I rolled an 18, which I think gives her a...
Yes. That gives her a +2.
Okay.
And yeah, she has enough. She did it. That's fine. So,
course she did.
you just needed a 10. You turn the gate. You hear water start to drift further into the left side of the dungeon. When you look off the sides, because like last time, the walls here have openings that you can kind of see down below. You see some pools of water begin to kind of empty down there. And you also notice, it's hard to see, I wish I had the original map. Let me try and mark it. Originally, water was coming out of, oops, that's white. I don't want that to be white. Is there a brush? Here we go.
Racist.
Okay, shut up. There was water coming out over here, but when you turned the gate, it stopped coming out.
Yay! Very nicely drawn water there.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
It's so realistic it makes me need to go to the bathroom.
Don't say that, then
So I'm assuming then you're gonna interact with the
We're
left.
gonna go explore that room.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
So when
let's go.
you
Perception checks.
yeah go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, perception. Hooray.
Yay! Oh god, my dice is rolling off the table. I can't. Oh, but it rolled on a 20. Oh,
Cool.
yay! That was lucky.
Which room is this?
I got a reasonable roll, and it was still useless.
Wow, we did really well, didn't we?
Not really. I only rolled a 13. Just I have +7 to perception checks.
Oh, so I'm the only one who got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Technically, you would add your wisdom to that too, so it's actually probably above 20.
Go on then. So it's
I have-
actually 23.
Cool.
I have an unnatural 20.
So you go back into this room, and the first thing you notice that's different from last time is that where there were just indentations in the floor, now there's water flowing through it. That's kind of separating sections of the room. Ahead of it, there was a door that Rishkadish had to like strength open, but since you pulled the lever, now the door is just permanently open over there. And with your high perceptions, you can tell that the water that's in the following room, this room over here, has emptied out. There's no longer water in there. But
Nice.
there is water. There is kind of a pool of water in front of you, so you're either gonna have to wade through it, or just jump over it. Either way, or find some way to safely cross it. If you just want to walk through it or jump it, I'm gonna need either an acrobatics or dexterity roll.
I'm not even gonna try that.
I'm going to just jump it.
Okay.
So, so I actually have ranks of acrobatics.
It's gonna be 2 jumps
Can I do
if
a
you want.
swim roll instead? Because I have a +3 in swim.
It's not deep enough where you're gonna need to swim. You can walk through it. It's just that you're gonna need to do an acrobatics not to lose your footing.
Okay.
2 rolls of acrobatics, you said?
Yeah, to make it all the way across. 18 is a success.
Okay. Number 2. Oh, nice.
16 is a success. 26. Wow, show off.
How about my 11 then?
Okay, your second roll was an 11.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to do 1 more because you're kind of losing your footing on the second.
Okay. Worst comes to worst, I'll swim a bit. But
Careful, Rish, careful.
16 again.
Okay, you're fine. So, you 3 make it across. Ursa, are you waiting for them?
Oh, fine, I'll cross. I'm just standing there reluctantly at the edge of the water, not really wanting to touch it. But, 14.
Okay, it's a pass.
Yay.
1 more.
Oh, right, of course.
Get add your dexterity modifier.
Doesn't really help.
There's no +2. Oh, okay, give me 1 more.
1 more. Come on.
This is my mercy.
Oh.
3.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Okay, Ursa, as you're crossing the second part, you kind of slip through the current that's running through, and you kind of fall on your face. So you're gonna take. You only take 2 damage.
Significant damage to my pride. That's
I
why.
was about to say, is she taking lethal damage or just non-lethal damage?
It is non-lethal.
Okay.
Of course it's not lethal. I fell over in the water.
But
Water can be lethal if you're like
This is...
the Wicked
If
Witch.
it's got electrical lizards in it.
Oh, what a world.
If you critically failed it, you probably would have like fallen headfirst into the concrete.
By the way, oh, never mind. It's okay. I figured it out.
But anyway, even though you failed and took the non-lethal, you still cross.
Very, very, very annoyed at the moment.
Dirk's trying not to smirk.
Ursa deliberately shakes her head in close proximity to Dirk.
So the next room used to be like 6 feet deep, full water, but since you opened the gate, it's now emptied out of this section. You see steps leading up to the left, and there is a door at the top. And it's a pretty cramped room. The map I drew right now is not to scale at all. It would be like single file to go in here.
Rich Kadish is in front.
Okay, sure.
Ursa's at the back complaining quietly.
Okay.
I guess I guess that means the men are in the middle, huh?
Yep.
How brave of you.
No comments.
Incredibly brave.
Bravely ran away.
Rishkadish, you don't even need to roll a perception. As you're going up the steps, you can see that there's blood stains leading under the door, which match the blood stains.
Kind of... Oh, so elf bloodstains?
The elf's blood stains that you noticed the last time we played. And as you go up to the door, you realize it is locked.
Oh.
So you can do a little song and dance to get Dirk into the front, or you can just try and.
Can I do an engineering check on the door first?
Sure.
There's an engineering. Oh, dungeoneering check. Okay.
I'm very impressed. She's decided to start using things other than hitting it.
I was assuming you were just going to shoulder check it. Yeah, you recognize this door for sewer use. And with a 22, you know that there's usually a latch to open it at the top right corner. So you kind of reach your hand up there.
Yeah, I'm going to reach over that latch. Yeah.
And you pull it open. The door opens, no problem.
Perception check past the door.
Sure.
I rolled a 1. I
Nice.
get a +1, so really 2. But
You were
but
just
yeah.
you were really proud of yourself for opening that door without Derek's help.
Yeah, basically.
That you just don't even notice anything. So when you go in, even with a 1 perception, I mean, there's still stuff you see. There are boxes laying around, some tools. It looks like this might be a kind of like a storage area that they use for equipment in the sewers.
Does she feel a connection with the box?
There are also steps leading out. You think that there's just probably another way into the sewers, and that they would just lead directly into the storage room, so you wouldn't have to do a song and dance with all the water.
But songs and dance are Carisha's thing.
Anyone else who enters can do a perception check.
Yeah, that sounds like a good call.
It's big enough where more than one person can enter.
I was gonna say I'd move far in enough that everyone else can go in also.
What am I looking for?
I don't know, it's your dungeon.
Oh crap, my mic's better now. You can hear me when I whisper.
Yeah. It's okay.
This is why I make sure to have all my commentary internal.
But not your singing.
You find, as you guys are, anyone who got above an 18, so it looks like everyone.
Everyone except me.
Yeah. Rishkadish, you're still looking at the door. You're like, Dirk, the hatch. Look at
This door is the best door ever.
Anyone who got above an 18, besides the regular equipment, you start noticing little bits of blood, and you find a small stash behind some of the equipment hidden away.
Ooh, we have things.
Along with the corpse of a dead elf.
Oh, dear.
Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead
When she sort
elf.
of hears about the dead elf, she's like, aha, I knew he was here somewhere.
Well, you were right.
Everyone watch out, there's been a murder.
A murder?
Dun
The
dun.
pronunciation, the correct pronunciation is moider.
Moida.
Right, Baroni.
Moider.
So the stash that's back there next to him, if you want to look at it, do you?
Yes, we do.
Sure.
First things first, it might be important to see what we can tell about this elf. Does he look like he was important at all?
Does he have any weapons?
He does. There's a longbow next to him,
Actually, that might be worth me picking up.
and
What?
besides the bag, you don't really notice any identification on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing what you'd consider or like higher end clothing from Etria. Not necessarily aristocratic, but he might have been someone in power.
I don't. Okay, this is probably me just forgetting something important, but the guy who we think is being impersonated, what species was he again? Did we know?
You knew Lamont was human, but you
Right,
also
so he wasn't an elf then.
you're also pretty certain that the original person named Lamont has been dead for a long time.
Yes, okay. My bad.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
But absolutely nothing no identification on this guy, huh?
Well, you know that. Do a perception.
Hooray!
Just you, because the others won't know what to look for.
Oh, but
Damn it! I got a 23.
Okay, you guys
I
looking
swear
really
these are all
good.
these are all genuine.
I'm still looking at that door.
Carisha, you, as you're looking over him, you remember that sometimes Etrians will have, if they like whatever weapon they use as adventurers, they'll tend to have some sort of emblem on it that can relate back to whatever clan or sept or house they're from. And this one is from Clan Aren, and you can you know, well, you can do a knowledge, I guess local.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if it's Etrian, I guess my knowledge nobility isn't gonna help much.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently-
Okay, there's a pretty good chance I know stuff here.
You know, House Aren is one of the bigger magic-related ones in Etria.
So it's also a full-fledged house, so...
Yeah, it's top tier. Pretty much, unlike other houses, or other clans, whatever have you, Eren is one of the few ones that will consistently have, like, casters in it. There might be, like, a generation for other houses where they, like, will not have mages. But Eren always does.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to also do a wisdom roll.
Just a general wisdom check.
Yeah.
Just him?
Anyone can do it, as long as Carisho is saying this out loud.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
They have a little more common sense than God gave a donkey.
I'm doing quite well today.
Yes, you
She
are.
says. She says while touching the nearest piece of wood.
Dirk, did you roll or no?
For what?
Just a wisdom roll
Wisdom.
to see if you recognize something. As Carisho is talking about this house.
8. So that probably doesn't help.
Okay, Ursa, you recognize the name Aaron as Adrian's last name, the female painter who was helping you guys.
Oh, shit.
So she likely she was a part of this house as well.
Mm. When we get up, then we're gonna have to return the bow to her.
When you're also the longbow is a masterwork longbow, and the little stash next to it has 100 gold pieces in it, a quiver of about 20 arrows, and some like spell components, like a spell components pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should give those back to somebody who was related to this guy.
Also,
Or we could split the gold.
We're not splitting the gold.
Carisha, when you were looking him over,
You don't want to split it. I'm sure the human and I will be happy to take our shares and yours.
Carisha, you see injuries on him. You can do a heal check if you want to try and figure out how he died.
Oh, you can do that? That's clever.
I was about to say, I don't have any ranks of heal, but you know.
You could certainly point to someone else in your group to do it.
I don't think any of us have. Well, Dirk, do you have heal?
No.
Rishkadish has a heal, I believe,
Rishkadish has
doesn't
a
she?
heal.
Or, well,
Not a particularly strong one. I think I have like a +1. Let me check.
You've got it, though. It's better
as
than
long as you have a rank in it, that's better than nothing. Is heal a fighter skill?
Oh no, it's not. Heal's not ranked. I officially have a 0 because I have 0 for wisdom.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, no.
You don't need one.
We can all do a heal roll because it doesn't require rank.
Okay, then yeah.
Well,
then,
there's certain things you can do with heal that don't require ranks, and those you can do them like stabilizing someone who's bleeding out. But
What are we doing a heal roll for?
You're just trying to see what might have killed him.
Okay,
Autopsy,
I'll do that
basically.
roll.
I mean, I guess we could try. If you're allowing us to try, I'll roll it.
Yeah, I'll allow you to try. It's fine.
Oh, I might know something.
Basically, you're not going to know exactly how he died because you're not trained in it, but you might be able to tell whether it was, say, from, like, a monster compared to a person. .12 for Dirk. Did everyone else roll? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, the 3 numbers
rolled.
above that are everyone
Yeah, I
else's.
got a 19. Sorry, an 18.
Okay, Rishkadish and Carisho both kind of get the idea that it, despite what the initial impression when you saw his bloodstains in the other rooms, he probably wasn't killed by a monster. The wounds look small, like a knife or some sort of sharp object.
That's almost.
And it looks like it's also a little too convenient that his body's in one piece and that he was dragged all the way over here by a monster.
I sense shenanigans.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that his body was here just had to be thinking shenanigans in the first place. This just makes it doubly so.
Another thing about House Aren is that they typically send their member, like after a certain age, they send their members out to kind of use their magic to better certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not really sure. You think he'd probably have been here to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Although why he would end up in the sewers, you have no idea.
Right. Well, I'm sure the house wouldn't terribly complain if I used his bow for the time being, but as long as I return it once we're done down here.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly think that.
Well, I point that out because Carisho does have a short bow, but number one, it's not masterwork, and number two, longbow has better range and I believe better damage capabilities. So
you get the feeling it's what he would have wanted you to do.
Totally would have wanted me to do that.
This is turning out to be a very depressing trip to the sewers.
Oh,
They're not always depressing.
I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be sunshine and roses, but
What do you guys have against the sewers anyway?
It's just the smell of Rishkadishta. Everything else I can deal, but it really smells down here, and the bodies aren't helping. I probably would have smelled this body coming if I hadn't prestidigitated my nose.
Stupid rich kids who are sensitive about dead bodies and weird smells.
Yeah,
Sorry.
prestidigitation's the only reason you guys haven't needed to roll a fortitude save at the moment. Because this place...
Prestidigitation!
Yeah, because Ursa made it smell like a nice flowery field instead of a gross place that people poop in.
Actually, yeah. Let me see. It's not just Ursa who's handling that.
Right. Okay.
I get unlimited uses of prestidigitation too.
Do you need it? I think I've got some lavender here. I'm pretty sure I can let me a lavender for
the
a while.
medieval air freshener, prestidigitation.
Yeah, no,
Carisha wants prestidigitation. I always got prestidigitation. Does anyone else want a prestidigitation while we're down here?
I'll be fine.
Okay. You sure? You're getting a little bit... You're looking a little sickly there, Dirk.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, here's the difference between a short bow and a long bow. Short bow, the range increment is 60 feet and gives 1d6 damage.
Okay.
A long bow, the range increment's 100 feet and does 1d8 damage.
That's a good jump. And it's
Yeah.
masterwork.
Oh yeah, which means an additional +1 to hit with it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Besides that, very suspicious thing with the body, there's really...
It's not suspicious. It's obviously just murder. There's nothing suspicious about it.
Clearly it's
Yes, he bled out from natural causes.
And then he hid himself behind all of the equipment. There's like some basic stuff in here. There's like rope, some medieval equivalent of a wrench, I guess, a hammer. So that's about it, though. So if none of that interests you,
They called them wrenches.
Wait, there's a wrench? Can Rich Kodesh have it?
I mean, if she wants to steal it, sure.
Rishkadish can have the wrench.
Totally.
Okay, she pockets the wrench.
Awesome.
This is how Resh Kaddish can retire and become a plumber.
This will only be awesome if somehow
We know
this
she's
ends.
fine with sewers.
This wrench better save the day before the session is over. And that's all.
She'll settle down, become a plumber, and she'll call her business Wrenchkadish.
Jack, I hate you.
God, that hurts.
We get discounts.
Really?
Really not.
So that's it. As you guys head back, you're gonna need to do acrobatic checks again to make it across the water.
Hooray. Acrobatics, number 1. Oh, pfft.
Okay. Dirk just kind of glides, just like midair, all the way across.
Haha, my second roll was a 1.
Oh,
I
I
my.
guess I get a
Fall on your
+1 to
face.
that, but natural 1.
Okay, Natural 1, great. You're gonna need to do another save to make sure you don't fall on your face.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Don't
first
fall on your
acrobatics
face.
check is beautiful.
So,
I've got a 4.
okay, you're falling on your face.
Can I swim the rest of the way?
You're
in the
taking
shallow water.
you're taking 3 non-lethal damage.
Okay.
So don't deduct that from your current hit points. I know you've lost hit points. This is like non-lethal ends up equaling how much health you have left. You fall unconscious.
Okay, I'll write that down.
Rick, 12 is. You're gonna need another roll.
Okay, is this second one just a dexterity check or an acrobatics check?
It can be an acrobatics check.
Oh,
It's the
good.
same thing, isn't it?
No,
Not quite.
It's not ranks of acrobatics.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. So you steady yourself and you make it across.
And here I was hoping that he'd want to join me in the water.
Oh yeah, Rish, when your face falls in the water, can you do a fortitude save for me?
Okay, wait, I'm gonna find my fortitude save number and then I'll do that roll.
Okay. Basically you're getting, gross ass water thrown in your face. So you need to make sure you're not gonna get sick from it.
Duty!
I have 16.
You rolled a 16?
No, I rolled an 11, but I have a +5.
Okay, it doesn't have any negative effects on
That
you.
was about, +5 sounds about right for a level 2 fighter.
Yeah. You think it's gross, but you're like, I've dealt with worse. Okay, so you all make it across, and now you're back.
Steal.
You're back at the gates. If you want to lower one and raise another, or whatever, both are open right now.
Let me see here. Well, yeah, it might be a good idea to flip the so we can because we weren't able to explore past that one door previously. So it might be good to do that. Alternately, we just figure out what configuration we need to cause all the toilets in the island.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
I'm sure Rishkadish can make one even if there doesn't exist one previously.
Rishkadish, you can.
What, you want me to do an engineering check for that?
No.
You have a very one-track mind.
You can link it to me, Jack, and I'll go. If the quality is no good, just stop it. Which is very mean of me to say, but they can deal. Now I'm gonna hear echo from me talking.
We
Kind
just
of
like
an
listening to
echo.
you talk.
Well, it's loading. I don't know if anything's happening. I don't hear anything coming from it.
Okay.
The delay on the Pathfinder game is absolutely terrible on the Twitch channel for me.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't hear anything coming from it, so it might be frozen for me.
It might be.
Hold on,
It seems to be working though, so.
No. What keeps looking like it's happening on my end is the connection keeps dropping, and I'm not sure why because the Skype call has never been interrupted.
Huh. Well, don't worry about it, man. If you can't get it working, then just,
We've got an audience of one, almost.
I'd rather be focused on the game.
Okay, I'll stop with my tech stuff now. Let's just play.
It's loading fine for me, well, except for when the commercial plays.
Yeah, well, Twitch is Twitch.
Rishkadish, you're going to need to do a strength check if you want to close or open one of the gates. If you're going on the right side, you're probably going to want to close the right one, because that was
Okay.
a problem last time.
Okay, I'll do that roll.
Okay.
Let's just play.
Wow, it's weird delay.
I have 17.
Okay, you easily lock it. Dirk tried to assist you with it, and he kind of just flailed against the gate.
I'm helping.
I can't wait until we're next to combat and Dirk just does a little slap fight on it.
Hey, I have weapon finesse now. I can use my dexterity modifier instead of my strength, so I can actually hit stuff now.
Wait,
Dirk
oh,
ways
you can hit
closing
stuff
doors
with
to
sissy
just kind
slap.
of wave his hands at them and hope that they listen.
So,
That's what he tells people he hired Rishkadish for protection, but really it's just so she can like open and close doors for him.
Pretty much.
so after, I'm
As
sorry.
she just kind of carefully pushes Dirk's hands down back to his side as gently as she can and pats him on the shoulder.
As you return to the room that on the right side that you couldn't cross before, you see that the water is no longer being funneled through it, and it leads into a hallway that turns right.
Should we do perception checks into this new place before we go there?
That's
we
a good
should.
call.
Yeah,
Very
you'll do a perception in the hall. Nothing's going on in the room you're currently in.
Well,
Rick, can you remember why I put 4 points into use magic device?
because it's an awesome, awesome skill.
Okay.
It'll
Just
be way
checking.
more awesome as we move on. You guys are currently over here, basically.
Carisha
No.
just kind of belches.
Right now, Carisha's still looking at that door that Rishkadish opened.
Ouch, Dorisha.
It was incredible. It was
He's a little,
door open.
he's a little thrown off. I mean, we did just find the body of one of his species, so you know he's a little bit green around the gills.
And no less.
Okay.
We'll put it down for that.
And from one of the great houses of Etria, no less.
Only
That's
Rishkadish
gonna-
notices a familiar-looking lizard climbing on the ceiling.
Can
Wait.
I throw a rock at it?
Please do.
Why not?
Sure. I mean, you can throw the wrench at it too.
Oh yeah, can I throw the wrench? Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna throw the wrench at it.
Yeah, throw the wrench.
Wait, what do I add? Just my strength or base attack bonus or neither or
Base
something?
Well,
attack.
it's an improvised weapon, so you take a -4 for throwing it.
Yeah, but it's base attack and dexterity.
Oh, dexterity. Okay, so that let me
Base-
check my base attack bonus because I think that might equal up.
Yeah, base attack bonus plus dexterity -4.
You can also point the monster out to your friends, and they can get a second chance to see if they notice.
Oh, I get it. So base attack plus dexterity is 3. So I've just got a -1 or whatever I roll.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you're not telling them.
16.
16 is a hit.
Awesome.
What would a wrench do?
Probably. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let's look to see what we see. It's comparative.
It's a blunt metal object.
It's got to do something.
Let me see here. Would you say it's roughly similar in size and damage potential as a javelin?
No.
I think it's a bit smaller than a
It's
javelin.
like the size of an arrow. It's a
Okay.
wrench.
Well, okay. Well, javelin would ordinarily do 1d6. So if you think it's less than that, say 1d4.
Okay. And it's gonna take some falling damage. What's your strength?
My strength is my total strength or my strength bonus. My bonus is 3. I think my total is 17, but I'll double check that.
Okay. Roll d4 and add 3 to it. And I'm gonna roll separately some falling damage.
That's 6.
Nice. Let me just check something real quick.
Wonk.
Okay. It's dead. I rolled max.
Yay! He killed it with a wrench.
The wrench strikes it in the face, and then it falls onto its neck, and the neck just snaps.
Hey, anybody up for a barbecue?
Hey!
I think Ursa prefers her meat refrigerated.
I don't know if refrigerators exist in this time period. How would you prefer things refrigerated?
That wrench has been more useful
and
than Dirk so
I
far.
collect both the lizard carcass and the wrench.
Okay. You now have a bloody wrench in your inventory.
Nice.
Very nice.
I'll update my inventory to mention the wrench is bloody.
Okay, there's nothing else obscuring your path into the next room. As you enter the next room, you see that once again there's water running through it. It's like this. And in the center, there's a raised platform above where the water is. And you see an orange little cat.
Oh!
And it's meowing and looking very uncomfortable because there's water surrounding it.
Oh my god! We found the cat!
It's the kitty! Oh, we found the kitty! We found the missing kitty! We've got to rescue the kitty,
wrench
guys.
at it again?
Everything else is... No! Don't throw the wrench at the kitty!
Well, how else are we supposed to catch it?
We don't throw the wrench at it. We might get a big...
A net.
Rishkish, let me put this to you in a language you'll understand. If we bring it back dead, we'll get less money.
There was no reward for bringing it back dead.
Doesn't matter.
I have a net.
There was no record. The net would probably work, although now that I think about it, cats are very wily. That might not work.
Also, you can do a perception check in the room if you want.
Okay, perception check.
That would be a very good call.
Yes. I have points in perception, so...
Cool. Nah, could have been better. That's good.
What are we rolling again?
What did you get, Dirk?
What are we rolling?
You're what?
Those things.
D20.
Perception.
What do you mean? What are we rolling?
What do you mean?
Are you
I mean, I don't know what my modifier is.
Do you remember what game we're playing?
Is Dirk alright? I'm slightly concerned.
I'm concentrating on about 3 things at once right now, I'm sorry.
So, concentrate on the game, bro. No, alright, it's fine.
Get your head in the game. And
Blew his
stand by for
concentration
music.
check. Now he loses a spell.
Ursa, you see 2 bodies behind the cat, past the water.
Behind the cat?
You see how the water on the map is kind of separating the room into 2 sections?
Yeah.
Basically,
Right.
the bodies are back here.
Okay, oh dear. I don't think the cat was responsible.
No, the cat's just kind of got like a raised paw, and it's like trying to see if the water irritates it, and then it gets a little close, and it's like, oh, that's cold.
Ursa's just reaching out desperately. She wants to rescue this kitten so bad right now.
It looks like it's soaked, by the way.
Oh, and the poor kitty.
Here's the question: does it look like the cat started eating the dead bodies yet?
The cat couldn't get access to them because the water has cut it off.
Otherwise, it probably would have. The poor thing's probably
What kind of
starving.
bodies are they?
One is... Did I write it down? Let me see. Hold on. I forget what room this is. Oh, there it is. I actually labeled it the cat room. I'm so smart.
Right.
SMRT. I mean SMART.
One is a half-orc and one is a half-elf.
Can we do heal checks to find out what killed them?
Yeah, you'll need to go up to them.
Okay.
Okay, we go up to them.
I'll try to get the cat, and you take care of the bodies.
Dead
then.
bodies? Yeah, I'm
I'm
good at
helping.
dead bodies.
I'm helping get the cat.
I can
Okay,
actually,
there's
probably
enough
be more
room.
useful with the cat than I can with the bodies.
Okay, well, if all 3 of you jump, there's going to be problems. You'd say
Also, we'll scare the cat.
You'd say that there's enough room. If the cat was on one square of the map, you'd say there's enough room for 1 person, like on the other side.
Okay, I actually could jump over there, and I might be able to successfully calm the cat.
Okay,
Yeah, you
So,
could do that.
you'll definitely need to do a handle animal check.
Mm-hmm. Thank God that's modified by charisma.
Rish Kaddish, you can tell that they have been moited, but you're not sure what the cause is. They looks like some of there's no obvious wound. There's just kind of burn marks on their bodies.
Uh-oh.
With a higher heal, you might have been able to realize what it was.
Can I do perception checks to see if there's anything worth looting on their bodies? Or if I
Sure.
recognize them? The half-orc.
Yeah, because clearly you know every half-orc.
In her defense, I made the same assumption
I've got
about
a
Red
3.
the other day.
You got a 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't really find anything too noteworthy on them, but there is the obvious wallet, and it has 50 gold apiece on each of them.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
And one of them, as you're pulling the wallet out, you kind of turn one over, and there's this jar with some sort of red powder in it. You can, as you pick it up.
Scottish resists her instincts to taste the red powder in order to figure out what it is.
Sure, she can resist it.
Yeah, you can try and you can do a wisdom roll to see if you remember anything like this coming up in conversation before.
Okay, I'll
should I do I have to do acrobatics to get to the cat, or can I just get to the cat and then have to...
Yeah, because even if you're not jumping, like, the water's not deep, the problem is there's a current. So if you just, like, wade through it, there's a chance you're going to slip.
Okay, so acrobatics, okay.
Yeah. Okay, Kara, that's... You just needed a 10, so,
Oh, awesome.
You remember that, Lamont's gang was sneaking in some sort of drug, and you recall Heinrich explaining that it was some sort of red powder, so you think this might be...
I didn't taste the drug!
Yeah, you don't remember what the side effects were, but out of character, they wouldn't have been good if you had, decided.
I've actually looked at the drug rules in Pathfinder. They can be pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Unless you're not...
Okay, 15 is enough for you to cross through the water without falling on your face.
Woohoo! Now it's time to see if I could go here, kitty, and see if it'll come.
Oh, goodness. I have a bad feeling
You better do that, because it's hissing at you as you're approaching.
Oh, come on, kitten. Krisha will bring you home.
Be careful.
Oh, it's okay, kitten.
Ow.
It's okay. It's...
Ow.
Okay, that's not so okay.
Uh-oh.
Be careful.
Okay, Carisha, you're like, shh, come here, and it's immediately just gonna try and scratch you.
Oh dear.
It only rolled a 10 though, so that's a miss to hit. I'm guessing, right?
That is correct.
Dear.
Yeah. So it's a little claw swipe at you, but you pull away before it hurts you.
Oh, the poor thing is frightened.
And then it hisses again, and then kind of tries to get as far away from you as possible, but since there's not a lot of room on the platform, it kind of only moves a few inches.
Is Bad Song
there is always the tried and true. Let's see if it'll get into the bag if I try to herd it into the bag.
Oh, God.
Okay.
What do you need to roll for that?
What would... I don't know. I'm gonna...
Would you say it's a combat maneuver check?
Yeah, well, let's say it's a combat maneuver.
Okay. Okay, so I've got... Okay, what's the combat... I wonder what the combat maneuver...
Maneuver for a cat.
I wonder what the combat maneuver defense is for a cat. Probably.
Yeah, I'm about to look up how you would determine that. Hold on one sec.
You see...
You could probably grab it, but you will get
Well, I can tell you the combat maneuver defense. It's
Yeah. Do they get is it a bonus if they're small, or is it a minus?
That's the one thing I don't remember.
It's a minus, it says. I'm looking right at it. Their defense, they get, if they're small, it's a -1. If they're tiny, it's a -2.
Because they're so agile.
Well, would you say that a cat's tiny or small?
Small.
Okay.
Small.
Okay.
Yeah, tiny
I
is
gotta
like...
see my combat maneuver check.
Yeah.
And...
Okay, that's definitely enough. The thing's got...
I have an angry wet cat in the bag.
Yeah, so you kind of trick it into the bag, and it's just going nuts in there. There's just like...
The cat is in the bag.
Yeah, the cat is literally in the bag. Thank you.
I resisted. Just want everyone to know that.
It's freaking out. Hopefully you don't have anything important in there that's fragile.
No, fortunately.
Well done. Nicely caught. You may have traumatized it, but it's at least safe now.
Yeah, you can keep it closed. It'll still be able to get air as long as the bag's not too tight.
Yeah, it's because I fortunately do not have a bag of holding. We're not doing that trick.
You're not putting it into another dimension.
It's slightly
That'd be
disturbing.
pretty great.
The cat comes out with the knowledge of the universe. It's
The cat would be very confused. It would tell you to put it back in. Place me back in, elf.
I could see everything. Return me to where I belong.
I feel it. I feel the cosmos.
Feel
I
the
can-
stag.
It
I
could be
can
like
see forever.
it could be like the horse from Bravest Warriors.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so you now have the cat, and besides the bodies and the drugs, that's everything in this room.
Okay, it's
Well
interesting
done.
that they would have drugs on them. Either it was a sale going bad or someone's trying to move in on their territory.
How much do you think we could
Oh,
make
both.
if we steal these drugs and hand them in for reward to like
We're
the
not-
authorities or something?
You wouldn't have. You have no idea if you can get anything out of it. Heinrich might be interested to know that you found it.
Is there
We
any
could
way
do
we
it
could
to
get
time
money
it.
out of these drugs?
Well, yes, but then
I mean, you could try and sell them, I suppose.
We're not selling drugs.
But that's not.
We're
We're
not
not that.
selling drugs.
Well, that's
But
not
if
the.
Dirk doesn't want to, then
That
I
might
can.
give you some alignment issues. I don't
You
know.
feel good, goddammit.
Also, Rishkadish noticed that the injuries on them weren't necessarily like it didn't look like they got stabbed to death or anything.
Funny question. Maybe they were just.
Because I know what people
You know?
look like when they get stabbed to death.
Yes.
As she explains it to you guys, you can try heal checks to see if you understand what might have happened.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
Way to go, Dirk.
Dirk's not having a good
I'm
day.
so
I think
glad
now
we have
Dirk needs some
Dirk
fresh
along.
air.
It appears to
He's
run
like
on some
very
form of
much-
Trying
electricity.
to actually heal someone because they probably would have like gotten sick from trying.
Funny that Dirk mentioned electricity was natural one because you guys think they died from the lightning lizards.
Yeah,
They
that's
might
what
they
I was-
might have leapt on them and electrocuted them to death.
It
So
does
I was
me
so
good just
wrong
down
that I
here.
was actually kind of right.
Yes. So-
You've managed to do the global stupidity maneuver where your stupidity was so powerful it went around the globe and went back to right.
Rishkadish now feels pleased for like mercilessly persecuting these electric lizards throughout their foray because now it's like retroactively getting revenge from her fellow half-orc.
He was a drug dealer.
Yes, but he was a half-orc. He probably got forced into it by terrible humans.
Oh my
dear
god.
Rishkadish, you have serious problems.
Impact of drug trade in Pathfinder, are we?
Let's not start.
His name was Walter White. He, was he had a lot of issues.
His name was William Black.
Let's start. This is the worst part. Could believe for all the world that you're my precious little girl, but don't let's start. I've got a weak heart and I don't get around. How you...
The dead bodies start doing Thriller as Carisio starts singing.
Can we leave? I'm starting to get disturbed now.
There actually is a bard build for that, but you know.
Is there for like raising the dead and stuff?
Yes,
That does not surprise me.
it's the Dread Bard.
Anyway, as far as you can tell, that's everything marked on the map for this floor. So all that's left to do is go down to the floor below.
We need to go deeper.
Oh.
We have to go
Yes.
deeper.
I still haven't seen that.
And the map only covers the first floor, so from here on you go in blind.
Okay, I'll poke everyone's eyes out.
Okay.
Ow! God damn it!
Time to bring out.
First,
With the way Dirk's been rolling, he might as well be blind.
Is it time to bring out the Beatles?
What?
Is it time to bring out the Beatles?
The
Are you like
Beatles?
slowly
The
taking
dancing
apart the
lights.
map?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
one bit by bit?
I drew it one bit by bit. I don't have a choice.
Wow.
I'll wait
Is there
until you
any way
get
you
down
can
there.
like select all, delete?
Oh, you know, there totally is, and I'm being stupid.
No, this is fun. It's fun watching you take it apart like this.
How do you... There was a way... There is a way... Here it is. Oh, thank
I can
God.
imagine the world just disintegrating bit by bit.
You might need to click the grid again to make it show
Okay.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
Grid! Oh, there it is.
Let me make sure I have everything ready. Okay, so, just for the record, you guys are going down there with the cat, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, Mimi is coming with you in the
We can
bag.
throw it at things
It's
that
okay.
get dangerous.
Ursa's just kind of shushing the cat through the bag. It's okay, kitty. We'll take you home. We just have to finish exploring the scary place and finding the dead guy.
Ursa,
He's
try
not
it.
a count
Ursa.
dead.
Wouldn't it be funny if we accidentally mixed up the lizard carcasses and the cat and barbecued the cat instead?
No, it wouldn't be funny at all.
Ursa, do a charisma roll. I know you don't have handle animal.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, as you're trying to soothe the cat, you're trying to calm him down.
Yeah. Not bad.
Okay, the cat after some time does stop struggling in the bag.
There you go. Now it won't be like trying to knock Carisha over anymore.
And now it's even
still-
harder to
it's
tell
still
it
meowing
tell the difference between
uncomfortably
it
every once in a
and
while.
I know.
now it's even harder to tell the difference between it and the lightning lizard carcasses.
Well, there's actually one
Well-
really easy difference between them. The cat is in Carisha's bag. Lightning lizard carcasses are in the Krishkinish's bag.
Which is good because if it was the other way around, Rishkadish would try to intimidate the cat into being quiet.
Let's just keep the. I don't think you can intimidate cats. I think
Yes, you
that would be
can.
the
Yes.
worst thing ever.
Anything can be intimidated. Even
Even a
brick
cat?
walls.
True.
Okay, you start heading down the steps. It is getting kind of dark.
Dancing lights now.
Yeah, dancing lights now. It's a cantrip. So do I need to roll anything? I can't
No,
remember.
they just show up.
Who wants Ringo?
The only
Who wants Ringo?
Me.
Who wants John? Carisha said first. He gets Ringo. You
God
can
damn
have
it!
John
I'm the
this
one who
time.
drums here.
You can have John this time.
Yes, but you have to think. Ringo's real name was Richard. I deserve him.
True. This is a fair fact. But then Carisha is not Rick. So
I'm gonna.
you can have George.
Rishkadish glares and mutters about stupid humans and their stupid failure to be able to see in the darkness and their stupid lights.
I'm gonna draw the map out before I discuss anything.
I'm going to take whatever light that Ursa gives me, and then I'm going to name it Pete, just to spite her.
Oh.
Technically,
Okay,
you can
won't
have
answer the Pete.
Dirk, you can have Rishkadish's light too.
Dirk's now got two dancing lights
Yeah,
hovering
but,
around.
you know, if we're gonna talk about parts of the Beatles that don't belong, one has to be Pete, the other has to be Yoko.
Go on then. One of them can. Tell you what. George and Paul are now Pete and Yoko. There you go. Everybody's happy now.
5, 10, 15, 20.
You know, while he's doing that, I can look up that. If there's someone you can live without, then do so. And if there's someone you can just shove out, then do so. You can be my Yoko, oh no, oh, oh. You can follow me wherever I go. Be my Yoko, oh no, oh, oh.
The dancing lights are now officially dancing lights.
Isn't it beautiful to see two people so much in love? Bare naked as two virgins, hand in hand and hand in glove. Now that I'm far away, it doesn't seem to me to be such a pain to have you hanging off my ankle like some kind of ball and chain. You can be my Yoko, oh no, oh, oh. You can follow me wherever I go. Be my Yoko, oh, oh no. Here we go, our life is just one big fun. Oh no, here we go as Yoko sings like,
These elven ballads are slightly risque.
I know when I say this, I may be stepping on pins and needles. But I don't like all these people slagging her for breaking up the Beatles. Don't blame it on Yoki. If I was John, you were Yoko, I would gladly give up musical genius. Just to have you as my very own personal Venus. Do, hit it. You can be my Yoko.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. I was wondering when you were going to finish.
That's some very elegant scribbling there.
Shut up.
We don't have a map, right? So how much of this can we actually see?
You can see up to the step when you enter the room. Ahead of you are those lines represent steps. So you pretty much, and then they go up high enough where you can't really see what's on top. But I am gonna need perception checks, and it gets darker as you get back there.
We do have dancing lights. Is that giving us a wide range? I forget how much dancing lights.
It's lighting pretty much everything directly in front of you guys.
Yeah, well, some of us do have low light vision.
Yeah, it's still kind of high though, so the angle kind of makes it difficult to see up there. And I will look at your rolls in 1 second. I'm just putting.
Well, low light vision just basically means I have twice.
Hang
Sorry,
on.
perception checks we're doing?
Yeah, you're doing perceptions.
I keep forgetting I have points in perception now, so I'm actually 18, not.
I'm guessing Rich Condition Dirk are in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people like Rich Condition being in front.
And I
They
really
turn down the
bash
light.
anything that comes at us.
just checking your. Okay. And for the record, I just want to make sure the HP is right on everyone. You have 20 for Ursa, 15 for Dirk, 20
No,
for.
Ursa only has 18. She took damage when she fell.
It was non-lethal, so that doesn't count towards your actual
okay.
hit points.
Yeah.
20, 15 for Dirk, 20 for Rish, and 20 for Krisho.
That sounds right.
That's
Yeah.
right for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a 20-year-old Harry Potter.
Yeah. Okay,
That
so
only was filming like the 5th movie.
Dirk and Rish Kaddish, and Ursa. Only Rick didn't see that. But at the top of the steps, you can make out at least one figure. But you hear him talking to other figures nearby.
That's exciting. People we can hit.
And he says.
Highly likely.
He says, hold on. Where's the chime? Do you see it anywhere? And another one calls back, I don't know, there's rubble all over the place on this floor. And he's saying, she told us they'd be down here any minute, so we gotta get out of here as quick as we can.
She?
Then another one says, well, we followed him down here, but we lost him, so he's got to be somewhere on this floor, and that means the chime can't be far behind. And you just hear rummaging as these figures are out and about, looking around, doing stuff. They don't seem to have noticed you. Not yet, anyway.
Right, I think it's time to send
Can
Dirk
we
in.
kill them?
The one on the top of the...
I didn't hear any of this, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, you didn't. Well, you heard it. You just didn't see. You can hear the voices. You don't see the figure up top. The people who can see him can tell that he's, from the sound of his voice, that he's half orc. And it looks like he has. It looks like he has a long spear in his hand.
Can we make friends?
If you do, I'm hiding.
Yeah,
I'm
we
glad
kind of want to
racism
talk to
takes
this guy. 'cause
a
he's
bigger
half-orc.
priority than health and safety.
Oops. Knock my mic over.
Keep in mind, we do have a thief or a rogue on the team, so we can sneak
I would be
in.
interested in talking to this half-orc. He seems like a friendly fellow.
No, he doesn't.
He's definitely not friendly. I don't know what he's doing down here.
I think he just wants to make friends. He's talking about meeting friends.
Get the damn chime. This place smells like crap.
I would like
What
to
are
make
you
his
looking,
acquaintance.
dick? They're gonna start doing rolls to look around the room.
Uh-oh. Maybe we better extinguish the dancing lights.
Or just go say hi.
One
I
roll
was
to
about to
3.
say you could dismiss them as a free action.
Okay, dismissing dancing lights.
Okay. One of them, the one at the steps who's been talking. If you're gonna roll stealth, you need to say, because I didn't look at the chat.
Roll, yeah, roll stealth. Roll
No,
stealth.
I just rolled stealth now just so I could dodge whoever's looking at me.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta say though, man. I didn't know. I have it minimized.
Yeah, I'm going to step a bit to the right.
Okay.
Get closer to the corner. I have the suspicion I might need to. The distance will do me good.
Okay, you're definitely gonna need to do a stealth. Even.
Ursa's gonna do the same, but she's gonna go to the other corner.
Are you guys gonna try and get all the way to that wall?
We can try.